You. Many years ago, I heard Ishmael Bey say that stories are the backbones of society. And over the past few days, no words rang truer. English is my second language, and so I've always keenly admired the power of words. As a child, I spent endless hours in the kitchen with my grandmother, cooking and listening to her stories, stories which I continue to share with my children today. The films screened here during Streamfest have compelled us to engage critically with difficult stories, to sit with the complexity of all our feelings and allow them to transform us, even when we lack the words to describe them. We have heard the voices of multi-generational filmmakers, writers, artists, creatives, yearning to be heard and seen, recognized for their passion and truth. The unity and the diversity of perspectives which you masterfully showcased ring loudly. Thank you for sharing your craft to help us reclaim the narrative. Our world is desperately in need of greater honesty and authenticity. Thank you once again to Professor Frankie Adosian, to the exceptional staff that have worked tirelessly to make this event a success, to our students who are our future leaders, and to all of our friends and supporters. NYU Accra is a model to be followed in its embodiment of our values as a private university in the public service. Congratulations on 20 years and best wishes for continued success. My heart is full as I return to NYU at Washington Square, filled with pride and joy, knowing that I am a member of this vibrant global community. Thank you. Gracias. Medasi.
Adamwasi. Miss Gutierrez, thank you so much for your kind words. Now let's hear from another fine gentleman who is a part of the NYU community. Please make some noise for William Pruitt. Yes, sir.
Let's give it up for the MC. Thank you. Done a remarkable job tonight. It really is an amazing opportunity for me to be a part of this event and to see and hear about all that goes into film and cinema. You know, it looks good on the big screen, but you never imagine everything that goes into getting it there. So it's been an amazing learning experience to learn what behind the scenes looks like in film and cinema. And to get a chance to speak with the actors and hear from them, the idea generators who through their talents made this Le Bonnet dialogue possible. So again, I'd like to thank everyone. I want to give a thank you and a congratulations to each of the individuals who produced, acted, helped with these films. There are far too many to name, but in my opinion, it's a true example of passion, hard work, and dedication that future generations can look to for inspiration. So my first introduction to African film was in the 1980s in Nigeria. Do we have any Nigerians in the house? All right. So they might be a little too young to remember, but I watched a production called Willy Willy. Y'all remember Willy? It's actually called Hot Cash, but Willy Willy was my first introduction to African cinema in the 1980s. And over this weekend, I've reflected on how far cinema has come. But even back then, even though Willy Willy was a horror film, it wasn't vapid. And if there's one thing that I've taken from everything today, it's how all of the film has encouraged the art of storytelling and how important storytelling is to tradition. To see the messaging come through in these films, for me, it shows that everyone involved knows that they have a greater purpose than just entertainment. The stories that they leave behind, the messaging that they leave behind, what they're leaving forward is something that I think is fulfilling not only to me as someone who watches, but also to the creator. You will leave a legacy. No matter who you are, you will be permanently remembered by someone for something. Something I've always been asked by the older generation is, what will you leave behind for others to remember you? And I don't think I'm alone in saying that every contributor to this two-day event will leave behind a legacy of brilliance. Thank you.
Thank you, William. And to conclude our of closing remarks for this year's Streamfest. We'd like to get the vote of thanks from the NYUA Site Director and team, led by Frankie. So make some noise for our very own Chiquette Frankie Edozien.
Bliss. Okay, white shirt people, come. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We're keeping them from the drinks. NYUA team, come. White shirt people. Not African time, please. Come. Not African time. There you go. Up there, everybody, come. There's a few of them who are shy, but we're going to wait. Gift team. Stand next to Chris. Thank you very much. So Laboni Dialogues has been just a joy for us. And this year in particular, when we decided that we were going to continue to try what we've always done, which is be of our community, be of Laboni, be of Accra, be of Ghana. And we spend a lot of our time trying to educate non-Ghanaians about this wonderful city, this wonderful country, this wonderful continent. And a lot of the time, when you're in the business of teaching and learning, it is easy for certain things to fall through the cracks. In my opening remarks, I told you that New York University has always been about being a private university in the public service. And that is something we do not take for granted. We know that without our community here in Laboni and in Accra, there is very little we can do to achieve our aims. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for always coming out for us. We thank our visitors for always coming to see us. And please enjoy the mocktails. But please, if you could just give a round of applause to the team that puts this together all the time without complaint. Thank you. I don't know if we still have cake, but it's our birthday, so tell us happy birthday and enjoy the drinks.
Well, thank you, Frankie. Want to thank you all for spending your time with us this weekend and also taking time to watch these films, be a part of the discussions, and generally be a part of this amazing Streamfest that's forwarding the literary works of our amazing actors, actresses, filmmakers, and everyone who supports this ecosystem. Thank you all for listening. My name is Bliss King. Hopefully I'll be back next year to see you all. God bless you. Let's have a good evening with the mocktails. Thank you all.